Hello, everyone. I'm LW, and this is the Latchbar podcast. Our usual topic is diet and exercise. Let's review once again what we've previously discussed. You've been empowered, so you're a supervisor. Are you disciplining yourself as you should? I'd like to know. We are supposed to be eating each meal as a portion, a much smaller portion than what we've ever eaten before, so that we can control the amount of food that we eat each meal. What else? We need to understand how we got the way that we are today. If you are obese or if you are just overweight, it's not your fault, but you need to understand what to do about it. And that is get things under control. Don't be discouraged because it's going to take a while. Because you don't want to be one of those individuals, especially one of those individuals that I saw today. And we see individuals like this all the time. I took a walk out to my mailbox, and I live on a hill, a relatively steep hill. There was a gentleman outside. He was trying to get some exercise. He was walking up the hill, and he was obese. He was over 300 pounds for sure. And as he walked up the hill, he had to continue to stop maybe every 15 yards, stop to gain his breath, to rest, to get his strength back, to walk further up the hill. Now, I know this happens also when people walk upstairs, especially if there's more than one flight that you have to walk up. You'll stop because you're tired and you need to get your breath back. Well, this has happened because as you've gained so many pounds, you have also limited your respiratory system. See, there's all different types of effects that happen to you once you've gotten to the point that you are overweight. Not only is it a medical condition that only you can see, but everyone else can see what you're struggling to get through also. So you can't hide it. You're going to have to just continue to work at it and not be ashamed to do something about it. Because you weren't ashamed when you were sitting at the table and eating all of that food that you had no business eating, or all those snacks that you hide and eat. I think that's pretty comical. We like to hide and do things, but you're not hiding it all because it all comes out. You wear what you eat. That's right. You look like what you eat. I know it sounds strange, but it's either you're taking care of yourself or you're not. So if you're overeating or if you are trying to hide what you do, it all comes out when you come out. That's right. So you can't hide. So let's be honest with ourselves. We all know that that's a problem. But hiding is not going to do any good. And you don't want to be that individual that's struggling all the time to get from point A to point B, because you're going to get left behind. That's right. You just won't be able to keep up. So there's a lot of reasons why you want to make sure you get your health back in control. You want to be able to participate. You want to feel better. You want to be a part of your family. And if you have all of these different problems, you're not going to be able to be a part of your families, parties, and everything else. So we have to condition ourselves better. We got to make sure that we leave behind what should be left behind. As we age, there's changes that have to be made in our lives. And changes is like a punch that you have to roll with it. You have to embrace it. Because otherwise, you're just not going to make it. So, when you have to change your diet to lose weight, embrace it. When you have to say no to something that you know you want to eat, something that you like a lot, or if you have to just eat a smaller portion, embrace it. Because look what you've done to yourself. And you're the one that only feels the pain. Everyone else looks at you and say, what a shame. Look what this handsome or this attractive young lady, handsome man or attractive young lady has done to themselves. It could be either way. Don't just happen to one type, one sex. It happens to everybody. You need to be able to address it. You need to be able to do something about it. And if you love yourself, you will. Because it's not going to get any easier. It just gets worse and worse. As time goes on, the weight is going to get on. It's going to grow on you. It's going to get worse. Your medical expenses is going to get worse. Your visits to the hospital is going to get worse. All these things are avoidable if you start focusing and doing the right thing to generate good health. As long as you continue to be in denial and think that these conditions aren't going to make your health worse as you go on, you're just kidding yourself. That's right. The gentleman that I saw walking up the hill, struggling every 10, 15 yards or so, that's going to be you if you don't address it. And this young man was just what I said. He was a young man. He took a look at me and he could see that I was an older person. And he probably said, my goodness, I wish I was in that type of shape. As he struggled to go up the hill, and he has an opportunity to be in this kind of shape, and so do you. All you have to do is start disciplining yourself, paying attention, focusing on what you need to do instead of what you should not be doing. Because you know what you should not be doing. That's right, we all know. But you thought it was attractive at that time, and you thought it wasn't going to harm you. Well, it's a new day. And things that you did in the past, especially if you abuse yourself when it comes to eating and you put on an extra 50 to 100 pounds, as you get older, those pounds start to hurt. They'll send you to the doctor. They give you internal problems. They're called medical problems. That's right. And they could range from one end to another. Things that you never thought would happen to you. They're happening because of all the food that you ate. Now you're obese. It's going to take time to get yourself back under control. So you now are going to have to be patient. You're going to have to do this step by step. And you'll probably have to do it with some medication involved. Maybe that's what forced you to start paying attention to what you need to do. That's usually a factor, a driving factor for us all. Once that doctor tells you you got high blood pressure or you are going in the direction of a stroke or heart attack or heart disease, or you need a stent, all these different things. Then you wake up. Some of us do. And then you say, oh Lord, look what I've done to myself. I need to start doing better. And then you only just talk about it. Talking about it isn't going to do anything about it at all. You have to go all the way back and start all over again. And that's what most of us have to do. Because if you want to save your life, or if you want to live with better health, these are the things that you have to do. And no one else can do it for you. You have to do it yourself, and you can do it. Your mind, your heart, all of that is much, much stronger than what you give credit for it being. So now it's time to go to work. Now you have to start focusing on what needs to be done to improve your health, to generate good health. Listening to me, listening to programs like me, listening to people that want to help you. That's right. This is what we need to do in order to supervise, discipline, and look forward to generating good health. You have to work on it. You have to be consistent. You can't give up. You have to have patience. Because when you see the needle on that scale not moving, now you got to show some patience. And you have to continue doing what you're doing, especially if you know what you're doing is the right thing to do. Be honest with yourself. Because that needle's not going to move unless you're being honest with yourself by doing the right things. And you can do it. Never say what you can't do. Always be positive. Say what you can do. And we're going to keep on being repetitious about me telling you what you need to do, because I'm going to drive it home, because these are the things that need to be done. I'm going to drive it home so that you understand this is what you have to do in order to promote good health. All right? So don't think I'm going to stop beating you over the head, because I'm not going to stop. I'm pretty persistent at things like this. I'm here to help you. This isn't helping me. So you have to contribute too. How about that? That's all I got for you for today. Thank you very much, and keep trying. Be positive. You can get it done. Have a great day.